Shalom, shalom. This is your brother Shataria here at Chicago Branch Great Millstone, prophesizing the return of the Heavenly Father Yahweh and the Son Yahweh Shai. You all ignorantly call him Jesus, but his true and Hebrew name is Yahweh Shai. Coming at you with another lesson. Before we get started, we're going to give all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rekakadash Barakatha. Double honors to our apostles and our elders here at Great Millstone who rule well. Honors to the hopeful elect. The so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans are the biblical and true Hebrews of the Bible. Salutation to all the Akim out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity. The speckled bird, and all those whose lineage goes back to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, healthy Barakatha. And to the Aquas, and those of you out there listening and learning, Shalom and Barakatha to you also. The title of this lesson is Tattletales. The title of this lesson is Tattletale. And the definition of a tattletale, according to the World Book Encyclopedia, a person, especially a child, who reveals secrets or informs on others. A tattletale. And that's Esau, okay? He's a big child. He's a big kid. That's what Esau is, a big kid, a big baby Yui. If you've ever played basketball and you've been on the court and you have this bum, can't play a lick of ball, but it's his ball. If he can't play, can't nobody play. Well, that's Esau, okay? That's Esau Edom, all right? But you have such a divide in this country. You have such a divide in this country till Esau is beginning to tell on himself, okay? You have the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, the right wing and the left wing of the eagle, the two wings that make up the wings on the eagle, okay? The emblem of America, same emblem the Roman Empire used. So you have a political divide, all right? You have a political divide, and that's been going on, but it actually came to the forefront, all right, during the last presidential election, okay? And you had this whistleblower, okay, who was linked to former President Trump, okay? His advisor, Steve Bannon, he had affirmed that tampered with election results. Now, Steve Bannon was supposed to be on the same side as President Trump. But here it is, he's tampering with election results to help overthrow President Trump. Same with his vice president, Pence, who could have overturned everything. And that's what all the insurrection was about January the 6th, all right? So Esau is beginning to tell on himself. He's exposing his own self, all right? Let's get Sirach, okay? Let's grab that Sirach. And I want to go to Sirach 14, I believe it is. Okay, Sirach 14, and is it 4 or 5? It says, there it is, Sirach 14 and 5. He that is evil to himself, to whom will he be good? He shall not take pleasure in his goods, okay? So there you have it right there. If he's not going to be good to himself, whom shall he be good to? So that's a divide right there, a political divide, okay? you have a moral divide in this country as well. This country is morally divided. Let me give you an example. This is just one example of many, okay? Some are for abortion, some are against abortion, okay? So the country is split right down the middle. It's divided, okay? And it's also in the midst of collapse. Babylon, aka America, the mistress of witchcraft, the mother of harlots that rideth upon the beast. We are witnessing the downfall of this place, okay? And it's through the spirit of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. He is pitting Esau against each other. Esau is against Esau, and Esau is revealing himself. All of his lies are coming to the forefront. He's exposing all of his secrets, all the wickedness he's done. And because of this divide, and again, the will of the Father through the Spirit of the Most High God, Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, he's telling on himself, okay? Informants, whistleblowers, etc. Let's get some precepts real quick. Let's get Isaiah. Let's get Isaiah 19. Okay, we need Isaiah, and we need Isaiah 19 and 2. And it says, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom, okay? And that's what's going on right now in this present day evil world. Temporal present day evil world, because it's about to be destroyed. Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai is about to destroy this place. So you have Edom versus Edom. Edom versus Edom. Now, I've just been talking about Babylon, aka America, but this is on a worldwide scale also, okay? Wars currently taking place. Wars prophesied to come. Talks about that in that Matthew, okay? I think I'm going to make this a two-part lesson also. This is just going to be an introduction. So I'm going to make this a two-part lesson, okay? And it talks about that in that Matthew 24th chapter, verses 6 through 8. And I think I'm going to save that for part 2 of the lesson. But yeah, I've just been speaking pretty much on Babylon, aka America. But this is on a worldwide scale as well. Like I said, wars that are currently taking place, wars prophesied, okay, to come. Talks about that again in that Matthew 24, 6 verse through 8. And again, we'll cover that in part 2 of the lesson. Now, on a worldwide scale, this guy Vladimir Putin, all of a sudden, he wants to open their vault, okay? So he can show everyone how the real Israelites look, okay? Show everyone the true Israelites are people of color. Well, they've known that for over 100 years. Now, all of a sudden, he decides to do that. They're the ones that covered the faces of the real judges. Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. They cover the faces of the judges thereof, if not who and when. That's roughly paraphrasing, okay? And that's Job 9 and 24. So there is a ulterior motive behind that, okay? But nonetheless, through the Spirit of the Most High God, this Edomite is exposing himself, okay? He's exposing himself, all right? His own self. Proverbs 16. Give me Proverbs 16 and 9. Give me Proverbs 16 and 9, okay? Let's get that Proverbs 16 and 9. And 9. And it says, a man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. You see? So Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, is in control of everything, okay? He's in control of everything, and he's, through his spirit, is making this man tell on himself. Again, that Isaiah 19th chapter verses 2, Edom versus Edom. I'm going to grab that for you one more time, okay? Isaiah 19 and 2. And I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. Okay? So, again, there is a divide in AKA Babylon. Okay? Should I say Babylon, AKA America, Salakia. There is a divide straight down the middle. This country is divided. It is split, okay? I just gave you a example on the political scale. It's split, okay? It's morally split also, okay? I just gave you an example on that. And again, I think I'm going to make this a part 2 lesson. All right, so there is a divide, okay? And Proverbs 16 and 9. And again, a man's heart, and the Hebrew word for heart is lab, which means your mind. A man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. So the Lord is making this man expose himself. He is making this Edomite tell on himself. Again, Isaiah 19 and 2, Edom versus Edom, all right? Proverbs 16 and 9, a man's heart deviseth his way, but the Lord directeth his steps. So through the spirit and strength of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, okay, Esau is telling on himself, all right? Let's get Job. Let's get that Job, and we're looking for Job. And we want Job 15. We want Job 15 and 6, okay? Let's get that Job 15 and 6. And it says, thy own mouth condemneth thee, and not I. Yea, thy own lips testify against thee, okay? See? So Esau is telling on himself. Tattletales, okay? Tattletales. They telling on each other, all right? That's what they doing. Now, again, there is a divide on every level in AKA, well, should I say Babylon, AKA America, the mistress of witchcraft, the mother of harlots that rideth upon the beast. This country is divided in every level, on every level, okay? I said this was going to be a 2-part lesson. In part 2, we're going to touch on that Matthew 24th chapter. We're going to touch on this Francis Scott Key Bridge. There's a whistleblower there, okay? There are informants there. They tried to make it look like that bridge went down through one of the boats, the freighters, hitting it and bringing it down. But you had, I think it was an army, okay? It was an army commander who showed actually blowing the bridge up, okay? Similar, you know, we're familiar with Esau's playbook, just like they did in that 9/11, okay? Let me grab that Corinthians for you. Okay, Corinthians. Give me 2 Corinthians 2 and 11. And it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices, okay? So we know his playbook. We know what he does, okay? You can pretty much, you know, see BS down the road, okay? You can smell BS, okay? And you know to go around it. Do not pass it, okay? Maneuver around it, all right? And this is Esau, okay? This is what he does. We know, like I said, we're going to touch on this Francis Scott Key Bridge in part 2 of the lesson, where we dot all the I's and cross all the T's, and how it was sabotaged, okay? The same way they did the towers on 9/11, okay? And you have a whistleblower. And you have the biggest divide of all, okay? The biggest divide of all of them is that religious divide, okay? You have that divide. This country is divided on a religious level. The so-called JOOs and the Christians. We'll cover that in part 2 of the lesson. We'll get to the good part, where we dot all the I's and cross all the T's. And this is pretty much all I have. Can I give you something? Let me see what I can close with to give you something quick to close with. Let's get that Habakkuk real quick. Let's get that Habakkuk. Okay, let's close it with this Habakkuk 2:16. Okay, and it says, "Thou art filled with shame for glory." See, all the lies he's been telling, okay, all the wickedness that he's done, okay, he's turning this man's glory into shame, all right? Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered, okay? The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. See, so through the spirit of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, this man is telling on himself, and his glory is going to be turned to shame, okay? We'll close with that. That's pretty much all I have right now, Israel. Lord will, the lesson is edifying through the spirit. Stay tuned for part 2. In closing, I'd like to say Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadas Barakatah, Shalom, and Kwam Yasharala, Abba Babo.